Hey guys, so I'm gonna quick do a demo on how to use a couple different apps. So sorry if this is really loud. I don't know why it's going so loud on here, but it is what it is. I'm using Zoom and I'm screen sharing from my phone. Okay, so the first thing you want to know how to use is I use PhotoGrid a lot. So for example, you can see here, let me just go back. You want to click on the grid, the blue there. So this is where you can add in different photos. So what I like to do is I'll put in a backdrop, which I've saved off of Google. You can go to Google and get free backdrops, and I'm going to click the next button there at the top right. I always get rid of the bottom photo grid thing there by clicking on it and then click the X. So here's where it can be tricky. Now if you click add a photo, I'm just going to show you this, and then click done, it puts it into packets like this, and that's what I don't like to do. So I'm actually going to delete that out. What I like to do to get a collage look is you look on this toolbar on the bottom here. So you have the add on the far right, and then here it says plus image. This is what I use. So if I go plus image, it lands on top, and then you can move it any way you'd like. So this little half circle thing, you can turn it sideways, you can expand it, make it smaller or bigger, okay? So let's just pretend you got that then. Click on your screen again, and I'm going to go in. Say you don't like that image, you can replace it, you can crop it, you can rotate it. Click on that down arrow. You get two different sets of tools. So, all right, I'm going to add another image. So I'm going to hit the plus one. Don't use the one on the far right. Use the plus. Plus in there. Add another photo. You just take your fingers. You can make it smaller or bigger. You can turn it sideways with your fingers. Like that. So then you've got your cute collage. Now you want to add some text. There's a capital T here with text. And you could say, this is where I make my thises. I'll go this and I'll hit the check mark. Make it bigger or smaller. And you can move it down below. Now you can change the color. So you see the color palette there. Change your color. You can go to advanced setting. And then this will give you choices of a border. So if you want to change your border, which I can put a white border on it, and then you just click this little sidebar here on the top, and that gives you an outline. So sometimes it's nice to have an outline to make it pop. You can also use the bottom one there that will center everything for you, and then the middle one gives you a shadow. So it's up to you what you want to do there. So let me just click check mark. Always check mark when you're done. This more, check mark, move it down, add another text, that. Touch the screen, move it down here, change your color, go to advanced if you want to add an outline, so that's where you pick your color there for your outline. I'm just going to do the white again. So that's how you make a this or that. So simple, so easy, okay? So again, this is PhotoGrid. When you're done, then you click the next button, and then you'd save it on high resolution. And I always click off these ads, click this. And then you're going to see it saved. So boom, it's going to go done. When you go now to look in your photo file area, top here, there it is. So then you've got it to use, right? How simple is that? Okay, so another thing I wanted to show you, how I make my make and take flyers. So an app that you might want to get is Magic Eraser. It does cost a little bit of money, but it's for the year, and so it's definitely worth it. So you grab your Magic Eraser, and let's just say you want to go in here, and I'm going to grab something. I've got so many darn pictures. So basically, it's how I've made these ones here, you can see. So here's the squeegee. I've already taken out the background on that one. Hang on, I gotta find something I haven't taken out. Okay, so here's something, an example. This one I have not taken the background out. So once you've got it in here, you're going to click done. Now you're going to tap on the white part of the picture. Now you can see how it took out most of the white. Now if you want to take out that little extra piece there, you're going to click on the eraser, which is over here. You can see the eraser. And then you're just going to gently, you can make your picture bigger so that you can see, just using my fingers to make it bigger. And then you gently rub your finger on, it's making that tool go. Now you just got to be careful not to go too close, otherwise you'll start taking some of it out. And so what it does is it gets rid of that background. And this is how I make my fun little collages for Okay, so say you screwed up. I'm just going to show you how if you screwed up. Oh, shoot, I screwed up. At the top here, you see that little half circle with the arrow. Click on it, and it'll go back a screen, okay? So that's how you deal with that. All right, so once you're done, and it looks good, you're going to click this little upper right corner. It's got like the outgoing file. You're going to click on that. So you can see now how it looks. You're going to save it as the PNG on the right. Click on it with your finger. Save as high resolution. Saved, right? Okay, so once you're done that, this is where the photo grid comes back into effect. We're going to go back to photo grid. And it's not going to look like this for you because I was just in here. So I pick my backdrop. Let's get rid of this one. We're going to go with this one. So now I want it to fill this whole screen, so I'm just expanding it to fill the whole screen, all right? So I'm going to slide over here, and I'm going to do the add image. And there's the one I did. Now you can see how it shows up, and it doesn't have any backing. That's how we do it, okay? So I'll put that there. I'm going to add another image. So I've already gone, and I have gotten rid of some backings on these ones. So now we have another one we can put on here. Right, so again, I'm going to go to this arrow here on this bar gets you back to where you need to be, just so you know. And now I'm going to go in here. I had 2 paste packets I had found on Google. Where are they at? And I actually went in and I just erased out the back stuff. So there's my 2 paste packets. If I don't want to do a full ink, I could do 2 paste packets. So I'm going to add another image. Let's go get a transfer. So I'm going to grab, let's see, because Father's Day is coming, let's pop this one in here. We know it'll fit on this board. So you can see how simple this is to put it all together, right? It just takes a little bit of time, and I usually do this at night when I'm in bed. And now what am I missing? I'm missing a squeegee. So I'm just going to go grab a squeegee. It's out here somewhere. Where is my squeegee? There it is. All right, so then this would be your mini kit. You want it to look kind of, so then you're going to add your text. And so I don't know if this is really how much it is, but you click the check mark, pop it in there, and you got yourself a $25 kit. So that's how I've done that. That's the app I use for that. You can get backdrops, like I said, on Google. Super, super easy, okay? So I'm going to leave that out. Now we're going to talk about creating a small video. So I like to use InShot because it's very simple to use. Just a pre-warning, if you don't have an iPhone, some of the things I'm going to show you right now may not work. But you still can use most of it for any other phone. All right, so I'm going to click on my InShot app here on the top. So I'm going to create a video. So click on video. I'm going to click new. So now what you're going to want to do is go in and find your little snippets of video that you created. So when I go to create demo videos, sometimes I'll just set up my camera over top and I'll video the whole thing. Sometimes you get interrupted and you end up with 2 clips. So today I'll show you how, if I ended up with 2 clips, what would happen, okay? So let's say we're going to pop in the first clip. Click on that clip that you did. Oh, that's an iCloud one it's saying. Hang on a minute. Let's see. All right, so we're going to click on this one. It's going to take a minute to load. Hopefully this is not going to be forever and a day. Sometimes it will. Let's see. Let me find a smaller one. 12-second one. Let's see if this works. Okay, there we go. So it uploads the first video, and then what you want to do is if you have a second clip, you're going to go slide. See how I slid that? Slide that little bar with your finger. You're going to click the add button, and now you're going to go in and you're going to put in your second part of the video, okay? So you scroll through and you're like, okay, I need a second little clip it, and find something small so it doesn't take forever, and I'll just pop that in there. So now you've got your first part of your clip and your second part. Now if you did a whole video, not to worry, you can put the whole video in there, and that's fine. So here's how this works. It's really, really cool. You can, if you look on here, you can trim the front, you can trim the back. So if you clicked on trim, you could pull this bar over, trim the front, trim the back, and then you click done. Next, you can do the canvas. What I love about canvas is it changes your screen size. So if you pay attention here, so it'd be like, oh, do I like that one? Do I like that one? No, that's too small. So you just click through these and you figure out, well, which one looks the best? So here you can see the whole screen. Here it's really small. So you're just going to play with that. go through and figure out which one's the best. So we did find one back here. Where is it? This one. So this looks pretty good. So I would click check mark. Another thing is, hang on, you can take your fingers, see how I'm just moving it? This is how you can move it with your fingers too. So you can say you've got a part of your foot showing or your something showing that shouldn't be, you could zoom in a little bit and get rid of it, okay? So I'm gonna click the check mark. So the next thing you wanna do is you wanna get rid of any sound that may have been happening while you were creating your video. So we're gonna do voiceover instead. So you're gonna click on the clip. So I just showed you, click on the clip. Now where it says 100%, this is the volume that is in your background. You're gonna get rid of it. Then you're gonna click on the second clip and do the same thing, get rid of it, okay? So that's done. Tap on the screen and we'll go back. All right, so now you can add text in if you want. Be like, Tracy's country crafts. And so again, you use your fingers to make this bigger or smaller. And put it up here, I can move it around. And then you can click on the color there and you can change the color. So it can be white, it can be gray, it can be whatever you want. So just mess with that. And then you go into this A where it says A, that's all your fonts. So you can change your fonts if you wanted. So that's just an example, okay? So then once you've clicked there, it shows you, this is the duration. This little box here, if I click on here, this is the box. So how long do you want that text to show? Do you want it just for a few seconds? Do you want it all the way through? It's up to you. So just depending on where you drag that box is where it's gonna be. So when you're done, you click check mark. Okay, so then when you go to play it, you're gonna see it and then it'll disappear, okay? So now if you wanna be fun and add some stickers, there's stickers in here. There's happy faces, there's all kinds of stuff that you can put on here. Okay, now here's where you change the speed. So click on speed. I like to speed them up because people don't want to just sit and watch. So you click the speed and you're gonna go back and check it and just see like how, is it too fast, is it good? And then you're gonna wanna do that for both clips, okay? So you're gonna click speed on the second one. Of course you wanna match it to whatever the first one was. All right, so then that's all the way done. So if you need to rotate your screen, this is where you'd rotate it. Sometimes we shoot our videos and it's not the right direction. So that's where you would rotate it. All right, so here's where the fun begins. I can't record voice or play it back just because I'm plugged into my computer. But this is how you would do it. You would add music in here. So here's where your tracks are. You could go in here and grab something. The only thing I don't like about InShot is, whoa, here we go. Guess it will play. So once you get it in there, if you look, sometimes it's not long enough and you have to add that track 3 times and line it up. This time it's long enough. If you click on it, you can change the volume so it's not so loud. I don't like mine very loud. I like to have about 7 or 6. And once you're done, you can click the check mark. If you don't want it, you can delete it. All right. So now what you do is when you want to do your voiceover, you're going to click this. Like, hey, it's Tracy. Thanks for watching. Take a minute and just look. When you're done, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Takatour is a high-end home decor company. So you can totally just explain what you're doing and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, it's Tracy. Thanks for watching. Take a minute and just look. When you're done, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Takatour is a high-end home decor company. All right, so once you've done that and you're happy, if you're not happy with it, you just click the X button and start over. And then you would just pop back in again and be like, start over. Hey, it's Tracy, da 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 da, right? So when you're done, then you click the check mark, all done. So once you've got everything done, click the check mark again. My voice didn't stay in there, but that's okay. This is for demo purposes only. Once you're completely done with everything, you're gonna click that little export button at the top up here, and you're gonna click save. And that's how simple it is. Totally simple, simple. So again, you just need something to record over top of you. Don't worry about the distractions around you because you're gonna void those out later. You know how many times Tanner's come in and interrupted? The only thing I would suggest you do if you're doing it on your phone is to text your family and say, you know, I'm busy for the next little while, please don't call me or text me, because that will interfere with your recording, and so you don't want that to happen. So that's pretty much that. Let me just jump out of here and discard this one. There are a couple different other video programs you can check out if you want. They run very similarly, but what I have found is that the one I showed you, the one I just showed you, InShot, is the easiest for beginners. So this one is another one. It's called Splice. Then we got the Video Shop, another one. And then I think there's one more. Viva Video is another one. So you can check them out. I mean, if you're techie, then you might be able to use those ones, but I would suggest getting started with InShot because it works just so simple. And again, you want to get the photo grid because that really helps for setting up photos. And then the other app you want to get is the Magic Eraser, and WordSwag is another one that's very similar to photo grid. So that's it for today. I hope this helps you all with your video editing and for creating great pictures to share, this and that photos. Every time I do a live, I take my 2 pictures and I go this or that. Because I always do at least 2 items on my live. So that's a little tidbit you might want to try too when you get started. So hope this helps you. Please drop something in the comments saying thank you or it helped you or something like that so I know that it worked good for you. Have a great day, guys.